Hey all, Shawn here. Unfortunately, we had a lot of issues trying to get this video made. I was really excited to play some Star Wars games. I had a couple of fun old games planned out, and we had cartridges not working, game devices not working, and it just became a whole ordeal. So we still wanted to get you some form of Star Wars content out there. So we just booted up Jedi Outcast, a game that clearly we are not good at, and so we just kind of talked about Star Wars and ran around. It's not what we planned, it's not what we were hoping for, but we hope you still enjoy it, and we'll talk to you next time.
Good. Welcome, ladies and entities, to Lesbros play Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Outcast.
Woo! Well, we have had quite an adventure trying to get this Star Wars game planned. It is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you today. We're just gonna play.
I say go with Jedi.
That's fair.
I always
We're gonna go with Jedi settings.
I always go with the second easiest when I play a video game. And
I see how it's controlled.
I
figured out controls a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. What do you know about these games, Christina?
Oh, the game's nothing.
Awesome. This was I believe an old computer game is where this one started. And it had absolute butt controls.
Fair.
Ooh, get pretty. The Star Wars hung way back in the back for a second. I was like, not another cursed game!
No games are gonna work for us.
We had a bunch of ideas for what we wanted to play for Star Wars Day, and so far we have struck out on those. It is a time of relative peace in the galaxy. 8 years have passed since the Empire defeat at the Battle of Endor, but the New Republic still struggles to restore order and vanquish its enemies. After defending the Valley of the Jedi from the evil Jarek, and nearly falling to the dark side himself, former Jedi Knight Kyle Katarn has severed his connection with the Force and returned to his mercenary ways. With his longtime partner, Jan Ors, Kyle continues to aid the Republic in the fight against the Imperial Remnant.
What kind of cool space
As
is
the
this
Remnant launches its latest gambit to regain control of the galaxy, Kyle and Jan have been sent by the New Republic to investigate the planet Kijim, home to the a long-dead Imperial outpost.
I'm gonna create my character in space filled with all these cool kinds of culture, and I'm gonna name them Kyle.
You got something against Kyle Katarn?
I just think that that's a lame name.
You got something against Kyles?
Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
have something against Kyle's. It's fine when you're on Earth, but if you're in space, give your character a better name than Kyle.
Approach. Whatever's causing those transmissions, it's not showing up on any of the sensors. This Imperial outpost looks as abandoned as reported.
It's as dead as the rest of Ketchum. My Mothma must be getting paranoid. She never used to send pros like us out on blue milk runs like this.
Kyle. My Mothma. Kyle was just talking about you.
He had a face, he was like, bitch.
This, and you just feel, this feels like a Windows 98 game right now. Played a lot of these type of games back in the day.
Break it up, Shawn. What are we gonna do? That is valuable information. I like how he looked at the girl like it was her fault. He was like, ma'am.
Why did you do this to me? Born?
We believe this transmission was intended for Galak Fayal, the suspected leader of the remnant forces in that sector. It's probably nothing more than a couple of soldiers telling tales around the Cloland. But as you are the only survivors of the Valley of the Jedi incident, I thought it only fair to warn you that this mission may be more dangerous than we originally
So, Star Wars
Your
Legends,
objectives, however,
which all were rendered non-canon once Disney purchased Star Wars,
and may the Force
brings a lot of good stories. There's also a lot of really bad ones in Legends.
Fair.
Shh. I think I saw
Alright.
someone.
Oh god, at least the controls are better.
Wow, it looks great.
It's I mean this is. I think I was supposed to sneak and I did not sneak. Oh god! Oh god!
You have
Oh god, my aim!
clone trooper.
Oh god, my aim is so good! Oh god!
I like how he just squatted out of nowhere. He wasn't squatting behind anything. He just ran to out in the middle of nowhere.
I got a trophy for my first shot. I don't think my first shot hit. The controls are wild in this. Like, I barely wish I'm flying around.
Run off the cliff.
Oh shit!
I didn't expect it to allow you. Oh, look at that shot.
Mission failed. Kyle Katarn has died.
It's because your name is Kyle.
I ran off the edge because my name was Kyle.
Yeah.
Are they gonna make me? Okay, I hope they don't make me just start the whole loop, everything over, and have to watch it again.
No, you just gotta shoot at the clone trooper again.
Stormtrooper. We're not in the Clone Wars right now.
Okay, sorry, Stormtrooper.
Can I skip this?
Those transmissions, it's
Oh
abandoned as
Do you
reported.
see what your hubris has gotten?
no! Okay.
I think I saw someone.
Okay, I gotta remember the controls. Okay, that blaster pistol. Okay, so I've got a stun pair and a blaster pistol.
Woohoo, go Shawn.
I kind of want to use the stun baton. No. Don't worry.
Great.
I shocked him. Oh, he thinks he can shoot me? Yeah. It's like a claw machine. It's someone trying to stun him. Okay. Fine. Alright. Don't run off edge.
You have such horrible aim.
I have really bad aim. Yeah. I was gonna try to blame it on the game, but the answer is I have never, ever been good at this game.
Fair. I've never been good at any video game ever, so I guess I can't judge. Why did you just walk into lasers? Shawn's just got this stunned look on his face. You saw the lasers, right? Like you could have seen what was gonna happen.
I didn't think they were lasers.
What did you think they were?
Okay. Okay, there we go.
I think I saw someone.
Oh, you think you saw someone?
No, the shock. Whatever shall we do?
Data pad objective. What's my data? Investigate the abandoned Imperial outpost. Engage remnant forces in the area.
This is my last day on this ship. Oh yeah, where you moving? Sector 7 had an opening, so I applied. Ben, be a quiet last day.
Lasers.
Those are lasers. They couldn't have heard that.
Yeah, no, why would they hear a laser blast and a very quiet
No.
outpost? Quiet, abandoned outpost.
Hi, dude.
God, y'all are fucking terrible at your job. Why are you looking out over a cliff? You're supposed to be keeping guard, dude.
Headshots. Sweet. Ooh, I got a better one. Okay, let's. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Ah! My lady, you got that. Oh God, this is some Han Solo shit. I'm just running
Yeah,
into
you're
like.
doing great, buddy. Also, you shot that guy's knees and he just kept going.
I have really good aim.
Some of your blasts are just like going through these guys, though.
I'm gonna shock him.
You're gonna die first. Oh, you just pushed him off the cliff.
That I did. Okay, Oh, okay, I can go third person. I'm gonna go third person. That'll be better. Ooh. Can I get in this? Okay, I can't. Okay, where are you coming from? Where's that? Up there. I see. Did you see that?
Blasters aren't going to do much good against that.
I'll see if I can find a way to get the door open. Wait here, Jan.
He just like hovered in the air and
Yeah.
then fell. It was amazing. I bet. Hi. Well, what have we learned, Christina?
That Shawn is very bad at video games.
Rude. For anyone wondering, this is going to be a fun one-shot. We're not trying to beat this game. We're not trying to prove why this game is great. We're just playing fun Star Wars game for
May the 4th.
May the 4th.
Causing those transmissions, it's not showing up on any of the sensors.
Okay,
This
then.
Imperial outpost looks as abandoned as...
There we go.
Shh.
I did
think
hear
I
that.
saw someone.
Okay.
Great.
So I was looking at my number of shots, my number of blaster bolts, and I thought that was my health. And I was like, every shot I take, I lose health. Not really. It's on the other side.
Sean's doing great.
I am. Yeah, this is going really well right now. Like, I'll continue to say, nobody's going to watch us for good gameplay.
No.
I mean, there are games we're going to be better at than others, but
Just look at our Uncharted playthroughs and see how often Sean falls off a cliff.
I play that just for fun, though. That is so much.
That is fun, though. I love that game.
Like, I'm not trying to do anything skilled on it. There. Third person.
I don't ever try to be skilled at video games. I'm just trying to have fun.
That's fair. Alright, he needs. Fall. Watch him fall. Watch him fall.
It looks like he just straight up jumped. He's not like that shot. He's like, ah!
Alright, I think they came this
See if
way.
I can find a way to get the door open. Wait here, Jan.
They did.
They're attacking you because your name is Tyler.
I would really like to say, my blaster bolts could stop.
Too late.
Okay. Sir, I shot you like 4 times in the chest. Grab him? Who are they grabbing? It sure isn't me. Where's mine? Binoculars. Oh. Okay. Dude, you come around that corner again. Yeah, that's right, you're scared. Good thing I have her on my side.
I know. She's really saving your ass.
She is. Alright, I got an operational key. That's not the button I need. Inventory. A supply key. Okay. Figuring out controls. No, that's the same button. That's not the button I wanted. Nope. Nope. Everyone does that. There we go. Okay, that one. That one. Okay. I don't know. Something I can do with the.
Maybe there's another door you need to go to.
Maybe there is. You're probably right. There's probably something. Can I? That thing looks like I could do something. with
Turn
that.
around.
Turn around.
Yeah, there's a door right there.
I know. I've been through
Oh,
this
that's
door.
where you. Okay.
And then this has this. Anybody want a supply key?
Maybe it's on the other side of the building, like how you went around a rock and then there was this door that led you here. Maybe it's like on the other side.
All possibilities. So what is your favorite Star Wars moment, Christina? Is it this moment right here?
Oh yes. Kyle just running around, not sure how to switch between his gun and his key. Lovely moment. My actual favorite Star Wars moment, personally, I really loved the scene when Rey was fighting Dark Rey. Granted, I didn't much
In
like that.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, I didn't. Rise of Skywalker could have been a lot better. I think Disney was trying to placate to everyone and it just didn't work, in my opinion. And they also weren't placating enough, I think. Or not placating is the right word, but it just didn't work. I'm also not a big fan of Kylo Ren, so...
Then that's the big problem, because he's the crux of the entire trilogy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of Rise of Skywalker. I would have been fine had she killed him. She could have been fighting her dark Sith part and just beheaded him, and I would have thought it was a fantastic movie.
See, I love Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is one of my favorite characters, so.
But I loved when she was fighting Darth Rey because I just loved the cinematography in that scene. Like, it was so beautiful.
That's fair. See, for me, probably my favorite in the movie Star Wars moment. It's probably, so I would have been about 17 years old when Revenge of the Sith came out. And the moment sitting in theaters with that movie and watching it with a bunch of people, and the moment where Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, that got me. And then probably the other one would be, as a kid, Episode 1, the Darth Maul fight as a kid was just awesome, as well as the pod racer. I was 11 when Episode 1 came out. So, here let's talk about Star Wars while Kyle wanders around.
I also just love most Leia moments. Like, I fucking love Leia. She's iconic.
View button layout. Primary fire. I'm trying to use selected item.
Okay, what's your least favorite Star Wars moment? Let's go with this.
Least favorite Star Wars moment? Yeah. I mean, it's easy to rip on and things like that, but absolutely, I don't like sand. It's rough and coarse. It gets everywhere. But you are not like sand. That is why I like you.
You are not like sand.
That is...
I don't know. Padme Amidala is kind of rough anyways. Like
that is just...
She just...
Like, I get why George was trying to do a romance, and I think it gets a lot of unneeded shit. But at the same point, it's not a well done scene.
No, okay, but also, can you imagine going up to someone you're supposedly in love with and telling them that? Like, that is not that romantic at all.
Not at all. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Personally, my least favorite Star Wars moment is Padme Amidala's death because, like, she's this powerful, badass lady, and she dies because of heartbreak. Just say she dies because of childbirth, but she dies
I would have much preferred...
I fucking hate that. That is such bullshit.
I can absolutely agree with that. Like, I love that movie. That movie is incredibly fun and entertaining and awesome, but yes, Padme just dying from a broken heart is one of the dumbest George Lucas-isms. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Can I just shoot things? Can I just shoot everything? I just want to.
You could, but I don't know if it's really good.
I have a supply key. Maybe I can take that all the way back to the beginning, where that one place was. Got an idea. This is definitely going to be one of our more interesting videos, simply from the fact of...
It's just going to be 2 hours of Shawn just stuck here.
In this one area, and us talking about Star Wars. You know what? I'm kind of okay with that.
Okay. Most underrated Star Wars character.
Underrated Star Wars character?
Yes.
I'm gonna go by trilogies. So in the original trilogy, underrated Star Wars character. I mean, he wasn't underrated in Legends, but Wedge Antilles is very underrated
Shawn has to go and fight everybody again.
Maybe there'll be something I missed on it, but Wedge Antilles in the original, because he is in every movie. He is in all 3 movies, and he's very integral and important, and he's basically the reason they take out the Death Star in the original trilogy. He gets underrated. Now, he's very important in Legends, so people afterwards, but if you just watch the movies, in the prequels, underrated character. I'm gonna go with one who probably isn't there, but General Grievous.
Okay.
Because in the movie, he is kind of shoehorned in the first movie.
Yeah.
In Revenge of the Sith, but in the Clone Wars, he's really good and really interesting. And he's actually, his backstory is a lot more interesting than is ever shown in the movies. And then in the sequel trilogy, there's a lot of underrated characters because there are a lot of characters that just did not get used all of their full capability.
Rose.
But I'm gonna go with Rose Tico.
Okay, valid choice. I fucking love
Because
Rose Tico.
she's great in Last Jedi and really gets put to the back burner in Rise of Skywalker.
She legit got like 4 seconds, and I hate that because like, okay, she was great in Last Jedi, and I loved her character, but then she got all this like racist hate online, and then she like basically she got off of social media because she was getting all this.
Almost every Star Wars actress got off of social media in between now. Daisy Ridley got off in between. Daisy Ridley was on social media when, but Force Awakens came off and she got out. A couple of the actual people who wrote Star Wars novels, ladies, got off of social media in between it, just because, well, we know fans are. Well, fans are.
I would not call them fans.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay.
You're gonna
What
like
if
spread. These are actual people, and you are just spreading hate to them. Like I don't like Kylo Ren, but I'm not gonna go like be rude to Adam Driver online because of it.
You better not.
I would not dare. One, Irish would kill me. Two, like he's a person. It was a job.
Secure cargo shipment containers. So I had something for secure cargo shipment containers.
He didn't write the movie, and even if he did, it's not his job
Yeah.
to cater to my specific taste. They're not going to know what I want. They have to write the story they want to tell. I think that's part of the like worst parts about the Disney sequels, though, is it doesn't feel like they're writing a story that they want to tell. It feels like they're writing the story that they think others want to hear.
There is a little bit of that. I think, look, it's easy to hate on J.J. Abrams. Especially in all of it, it's easy.
Yeah.
It has become easy to hate on him, and I don't think he is a bad director.
No.
I think he's actually a very, very talented director. But something became clear in his Star Wars movies, and even in his Star Trek movie, that he just doesn't always have his own vision. He does a lot. He's very good at recapturing what other people do, but he just doesn't always have his own vision. Which is kind of frustrating in it. So I can see it. I do really like the Disney sequels. Like even Rise of the Skywalker, which I am probably gotten colder on it since the release, just because it hasn't always left the best taste in my mouth. But I really do like the sequel trilogy. I like the prequel trilogy. I like Star Wars. Weird hot take here, but I like Star Wars, and so even though
like I love The Force Awakens, and I actually did not mind Last Jedi. Like I know it gets a lot of hate, but I actually really enjoyed watching it. I thought it was really cool to watch.
Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars, so
like The Force Awakens is honestly one of my favorites, just because I love Rey. Like she's so badass, especially in The Force Awakens. And like when we're first getting introduced to her, like she's so badass, and I just fucking love it.
This is gonna be the weirdest video we've ever posted because
running around.
I'm not sure if we're gonna go any further than this because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is gonna be kind of like a podcast episode because I have no clue what I'm doing.
This time someone commented on their Twitter and it was like, there's no shame in looking up walkthroughs online.
Oh wait, can I jump that high?
My reply was, no, we get confused like men. So that's
Look, there's a thing up there. There's a thing up there.
Can you get to the thing?
Not guaranteed. Alright, so Rey is your favorite character of the sequel trilogy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What is your favorite character of the original trilogy? You said Leia?
Yeah, I fucking love Leia. Surprise, Chris likes girls.
Alrighty.
Actually, I think... yeah, you know what? Of the original trilogy, it would be Leia, and then of the prequel, it would be Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan is awesome, even though he is very wrong.
I mean, yeah, but I love Obi-Wan.
I found a Bacta container. I don't think that helped me in any way, but I found a Bacta container.
Way to go, Shawn. Probably what's happening is that we don't need the key at all, but Shawn's looking for a place to put it.
I am, but I'm also just looking for anything. Anything, like I.
That's fair.
All right.
Can you jump that far?
Important. We're gonna find out if I can jump that far. All right. Wait.
I don't think that you can, actually. No, but you got that guy running. Oh, Lord, he comes.
If he appears, then there has to be a way that he can come, and he will lead us.
Unless he comes up through the balcony, which we can't get to yet.
Damn it, Christina, stop being logical. So we're gonna finish this video. I'm gonna look up exactly how this goes, and oh wow,
No, they're just gonna shoot at you from ship. We died.
I loaded this point where I have 3 health, by the way, if you don't notice.
Way to go, Shawn.
There, I healed myself. So, that means I definitely can use these items.
Fair. Do you ever see that interview where it was like the cast and J.J. Abrams, and they were asking what's a better ship, and it was Raylo or Finpo, and everyone was like, oh, Finpo, for sure. And even Daisy said it. Daisy was like in the interview room with J.J. Abrams, and she said it, and she was like, they have such a chemistry, and they totally trump them. And he just has this face, and like this sour, unhappy face. Because like, especially in The Rise of Skywalker, you can tell, like, they just try and push them apart. They have like barely any scenes together, because they're like, no.
Finpo is the best ship.
Oh, for sure.
I also love Kylux, but Kylo and Hux is an amazing one. Like, I feel like this is important. I feel like I should be able to do something with this.
You can't hop in it or anything?
I mean...
Blasters are offline. I need to get them powered up.
I think you need to find a door or something, sir.
Wait. Have I just been not using the right control? Have I just been not using the right control?
Possibly.
Because if that is the case...
Shawn's gonna scream. This isn't gonna be a stream where Chris screams. It's gonna be a stream where Shawn screams.
This feels like just something right here where I... Guess what? That's an elevator! And if I push the button, I go up!
Where'd you go, Shawn?
Guess what, Christina?
He figured it out, guys!
Okay, so I've activated that now. That's that. Oh, hi. Hello, gentlemen. The good news is nobody hit me, despite the fact that I did nothing good there.
Sounds like Shawn's life.
Oh my goodness. This is the great... Okay, I have it back to...
You know one thing about the prequels that always gets me, though?
What?
Is the reason that Anakin kills the Jedi. Like, I mean, I get it, yeah, he wants to bone down and do all of that, and he doesn't like that there's so many rules and whatever, and he feels like he could be more, but I feel like it should definitely be addressed that essentially Anakin got taken from slavery, begged them to take his mom from slavery, did not, she died, stuck in slavery. Jedi just let slavery go on, and like they're supposed to be these big protectors of the universe, the good guys, and they just let slavery happen. Like, I feel like he has much more reasons to be bitter than, oh my god, I can't bone down with Padme.
I mean, hey, guess what? Hey.
What?
The Jedi are not the good guys.
I mean, I get that. I don't know, they always are portrayed like they are, but they really aren't.
I figured it out, Christina!
Y'all don't have to watch us walk around me.
I figured it out! The Jedi are not the good guys. That's just the important thing. There are good people in the Jedi that are misguided, but they are not the good guys.
No.
Their way of thinking is wrong, and that is what is a big thing in Return of the Jedi that Luke by making his decisions is basically saying that no, from Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi is that no, it's okay to have attachments, it's okay to care.
Right.
And I'm going to do it, and it's not going to lead me to the dark side. Okay. Which, hey, spoiler alert, Last Jedi continues that theme. Anyway.
Whoa, what a shock.
Weird. Okay. Turn something off.
Gotta press buttons.
I know. Package rescue. Okay, I can't go in there. Neat. Okay. Do I know what I'm doing?
No. I don't think you've ever known what you're
I
doing.
really don't. I really don't.
Let's just run into
Okay.
class.
It's glass. Oh, wow. Okay, that's where I was trying to go. I was like,
Okay, so who's an annoying character in Star Wars that you actually really love?
I don't dislike. I wouldn't say love, but I don't dislike Jar Jar Binks.
Okay. I don't really dislike Jar Jar Binks either. I really love C-3PO. He's kind of an annoying character, but I really love C-3PO.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see you're related to C-3PO.
Leave me alone.
That was a nice thing and a positive thing.
Okay. Most people don't have positive things to say about C-3PO.
I mean, he's part of the whole thing. He is from beginning to end. The movie Star Wars begins with C-3PO and R2-D2 trucking across the desert.
Yes, he's a very integral part, but a lot of people don't seem to like him.
Well, they don't like Star Wars. Hot take.
Not hot take.
I'm trying to think of other characters like. I mean, there are characters that that just don't serve as much of a purpose that are considered annoying because they just didn't serve much of a purpose for the story.
Fair.
So people don't necessarily like them. Phasma, for example, from the sequel trilogy.
Okay, fair enough.
Which I actually like Phasma, but that's because I like a lot of her backstory, and I think a lot of that is very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know much
and I
about
think
that.
Phasma has more character than Boba Fett ever did.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
Boba Fett became popular after Star Wars, and they turned him into kind of a superhero, which is fine if, you know, the Legends made a lot of characters superheroes. Everyone got to become infallible in a lot of ways. Okay, can I push any more of these buttons? Guess what, Christina? I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Oh, what a surprise.
No.
Alright, so I haven't really much watched The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian's good.
But I saw like a couple episodes, but it's hard for me to watch serious shows. Like, I just have trouble focusing on shows, and comedies are easier to watch for me just because, like, I don't have to focus on them. So I haven't really watched much of The Mandalorian. But I love Baby Yoda. He's cute.
Me too. I don't know what I'm doing. And yes, we could easily look up something, but
We get confused like real men.
this was again, spoiler alert on this. This is not the game I was planning to play today. It was not the game we were planning to play. But we wanted to throw some Star Wars content on, and so here I am playing a game that...
We got a game, but it was cursed, so...
Yeah. We got attacked by a curse. I
Yeah,
feel like there's gotta be something I can push.
surprisingly, or not surprisingly, we dropped dead, and now we're Ghost. But we're still playing Star Wars, because, like, what else are you gonna do as a Ghost? Now you have eternity to do whatever the fuck you want.
The afterlife is Star Wars.
Okay.
I wonder if I can push a button that
So I'm
brings
gonna
that
get
last
to party
song.
with Ray and Yoda. Can I sing the Swamp Song with Yoda? I would fucking love that.
Can I...
Rocket and Rollin' Yoda is one of my favorite videos.
Can I push any of these buttons? No. Once I figured out that I had a button that I could push, change this game. But,
But only so much.
hey, we got into this building.
Yeah, but can
So
we
I
get out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm stuck here. Because I can't jump up
How
there.
did she get up there?
Because I came down from there.
Oh! Okay. Well,
And
there's
I
gotta
pushed-
be a way back up.
That's what I was thinking, but... And then there's this. Chasm that... kind of exists.
It was the elevator, wasn't it?
It did. Hey.
Can you press that button, man?
Hey.
Oh, poor Kyle. He's got a board name in space. Help him out.
I thought maybe if I pushed the button, this glass would go down. Also, just look how strong this glass is. Really impressive. Really, really impressive. Alrighty. Least favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh.
And I'm not going to count the Christmas special or the Clone Wars movie.
Oh, I actually enjoyed the Clone Wars movie.
Wow.
I mean, I was like 9 when it came out.
That's fair. I mean, I know a few people who did actually like it. It's a mess of a movie, but...
I mean, I was 9 and I saw it in theater with my dad.
It spawned an incredible TV show, so I like it for that. Or any of the Ewok movies. So none of those count.
Okay, I haven't seen the Ewok movies or the Christmas special. I liked the Clone movie though. Just because I really liked when I was younger, I liked, what's her name? The bald lady. The Sith.
Asajj Ventress?
Yes! Asajj Ventress.
The
I
assassin?
fucking loved her. Yes. My brother had a video game on the Wii, a Star Wars video game, and we'd fight each other's Star Wars characters, and I would only play as Asajj Ventress.
You could go around, Christina!
Wow! We're wise. Yeah, we're wise. Sir, you are going to get yourself killed.
How does it...
Get off the elevator. Wait for it to come down.
Oh, I thought I was
It
off.
can't come down with you. Oh, what? Okay, so least favorite, honestly, probably Rise of Skywalker.
For me, oof. Like, again, I like all Star Wars, so like, it's hard for me to pick one. Like, probably objectively the worst Star Wars is Attack of the Clones. Like, objectively, it's a bad movie. But I can sit and watch that at any point, and I enjoy it.
In
so,
my
like,
opinion, movies do not have to be good to be good.
that's fair. I did not need to jump down there.
Nope. You're just gonna lose your health.
I'm just gonna die death by elevator.
What a way to go.
Probably my least favorite these days in a lot of ways is probably right now either Rise of Skywalker or Phantom Menace. Just these days, those are just the ones I haven't watched as much more often. I don't put them in very often.
Fair enough.
But as I've stated before, I love Star Wars, so.
I like Phantom Menace just because I like Darth Maul. I had like a Darth Maul book when I was younger, and I loved reading his backstory.
So, going into after Solo had come out, and which also I could objectively call Solo also. I that one also is objectively not as good. Although I did enjoy it. I had fun in that movie. There was a whole theory that Rey was Darth Maul's kid.
I would have loved that.
And yeah, I kind of would love that. And then when
I mean, it wouldn't have made
and
sense.
then when the first teaser of Dark Rey came out and she did the lightsaber, everyone was like, "That proves it!"
I mean, it wouldn't have made like given my knowledge of Darth Maul, and this is mostly just based off the book that I read when I was younger. I wouldn't imagine him having a kid because there was one girl that he like not really had a thing with when he was a kid, but he was like it was his closest person, and then he meets her when they're older, and she's like trying to talk to him, and like he has no reason to kill her, but he still just does. Because he's like, oh, you're here.
He's kind of it.
He's like, I'm on a mission, you're in my way, so he kills her. Like, she's not trying to stop him or anything, so he just kills her. So I couldn't imagine him having a child, because that would require just spending time with that person, and I can't imagine him doing that.
The rumor was because of Solo, because Darth Maul shows up in there.
Oh shit, I didn't watch Solo.
Oh, okay, spoiler alert, Darth Maul shows up in Solo.
That's fine.
And Solo's love interest and tells Solo's love interest, Kira, to come over and to Dathomir and help him lead because he ends up running all the criminal organizations for a few years, and the rumor was that they were Rey's parents, and I would have loved that.
Pretty sure he killed the girl named Kira. And I'm pretty sure Kira was the name of the girl he liked in the Darth Maul book.
Possibly, there might have been.
Might have been the same
Solo
person.
steals
I
a
don't
lot
know.
from Legends. Solo, more than anything, steals a lot from Legends.
That's fair. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I read that book. I was like 11.
Well, Darth Maul's
yes,
awesome.
I need to watch. I love Darth Maul. I need to watch Solo now just for Darth Maul.
He's only in it for half a second, but
I don't care.
and it is by Ray Park. Did play pull the makeup back on as he did for episode one, and
I should cosplay Darth Maul. I think I'd look great. I'll buy a bald cap.
on that note, this has been Lesbros plays
Lesbros dies
Jedi
over and over.
Outcast. Thanks for watching, guys.
We're just gonna end it on the Darth Maul cosplay.
Yep.